that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm going to be taking a look at the Mad Magazine game from Parker Brothers Games. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 to adult, and it'll probably take you from 2 to 15 minutes to play. And in the Mad Magazine game, you will be going counterclockwise, trying to lose all your money before the other players lose all their money. What? Let's open it up and see how it plays. Alright, so let's take a look at what you're going to get inside the Mad Magazine game. First and foremost, you're going to get your handy-dandy rule insert. I will say this is a very funny rule booklet. It's one of the more funny ones I've read. Obviously, it's Mad Magazine, so you would expect some humor, and they knock it out of the park with this. Next, you're going to get your board, and it's all in these little black and white comic strips for the most part, and it's pretty funny. Everything around here will have you go in various different spaces. You'll be lucky if you make it around the board once before you go bankrupt, which is, of course, the object of the game. Normally, you're trying to make money. In this game, you're trying to lose all your money. You're going to start with a set amount of money, and it is paper money, which some people aren't going to like, but the kind of people who probably want to play this game probably won't care. You've got your 500s, you've got your 1,000, you've got your 5,000, then, of course, you've got your $1,329,063 bill, which there's one of. I don't know if that bill ever actually comes into play. It hasn't in our games, but if you have that bill, you're probably not going to win. Next, you got your pawns here. We only have 3 as opposed to 4, but I'm sure you could use just about anything. You're going to get your dice, and then you're going to get some cards. Change money with the person on your right. Some will have you moving seats. Some will have you gaining money. Some will have you losing money. Some will have you doing various different stuff. But normally, they're all pretty humorous. What you're going to do is you're going to take turns going around the board, and you're going to move around, roll and move, and then do what it says on that space. It says if there is an opponent with elbows on the table, lose $2,000. If not, lose $4,000. Stuff like that is going to be going all around the table. It's a little bit of a Monopoly-esque, so take that with a grain of salt. There's your free parking over here, which is tough luck. If anything is under here, you got to take it. Essentially, what that means is people are going to be putting their money there, so if you land there, you're going to have to take the money. But since you want to go bankrupt, you don't want to take the money. There's also these odd detours, which I have no idea why they put there, here, and there. But you're going to be going all around the board trying to lose your money. And the first person to lose all of their money is going to be the winner of the Mad Magazine game. Alrighty then, the Mad Magazine game from Parker Brothers. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First on the con side, the game's not going to be for everybody. First and foremost, there's no strategy at all in this game. Next, it is a roll and move game. Thirdly, some people just, don't like good humor. And this game has plenty of good humor. It is leaking with humor, but if you're more of a serious gamer, a Euro gamer, then this might not be up your alley. Last but not least, this is going to be extremely hard to find. It's a pretty old game. It was made in the 80s, I do believe, and it's a pretty obscure game. So if you're really looking for it, you're probably going to have to go eBay or get lucky at a thrift store. Moving on to the pros, though, I really enjoyed the Mad Magazine game. It's not a game I would bust out every week. It's not a game I'd bust out every month. But maybe a couple times a year, you're going to have fun with this. You'll be like, oh, I forgot about that. It's really kind of fun. And most times when you play the game, you won't even make it around the board once. So if you do make it around the board, then you're like, hey, there's something new all the way on the other end of the board. Like I said, though, the humor really does soak through. The rule booklet is funny. The cards are funny, the board is funny. Everything about this game is very tongue-in-cheek and humorous. If you enjoy Mad Magazine, or you're just looking for a nice little filler, funny game to bust out in between more serious games, then I definitely can recommend the Mad Magazine game from Parker Brothers. If you enjoy this game, or if you enjoy this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was the review for the Mad Magazine game. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bowers Game Corner.